On the serene shores of Honnavar, a delicate dance of life unfolds. The olive ridley turtles, ancient mariners, return year after year to nest. But this sanctuary, this vital ecosystem, is now under threat. The proposed Honnavar port, a massive private project, threatens to disrupt this delicate balance. The very beaches where these endangered turtles laid their eggs are slated for destruction.
Over decades, they have been coming to the Honnavar shore and laying eggs, and Forest Department has the data on that. And even last few years, we have left around more than 5,000 hatchlings back to the sea on the Tonka shoreline itself and along the other shoreline, right? And when we talk about the coastline of Karnataka, they say so much of kilometers. People forget to note that not every shoreline is a sandy shoreline. There is rocky shoreline, there is sandy shoreline, and only some area is undeveloped because these turtles come into an area which has been historically undeveloped, and they come in the night, they lay eggs.
This isn't just about environmental concerns, it's about the very survival of a community. For generations, the fisherfolk of Honnavar have lived in harmony with the sea. Their livelihoods, their very identity are intertwined with these waters, but their voices are being ignored. February 25th, 2025 saw a dramatic escalation. The district administration, backed by a heavy police presence, attempted to conduct a land survey which they alleged is illegal. The response was fierce.
One public hearing was conducted in 27th of January 2012, which was conducted by only 10 people. So this is a very surprising attendance because the stakeholders are more than 30,000, and it is as per Karnataka government's own fishery census report published in 2016. So in this present scenario, there has been already a case filed before NGT in 2022 opposing the construction of a dedicated port road on the shoreline through the olive ridley turtle nesting beach. And for 1.5 years, due to a stay order from NGT, the project proponent could not build the road. Whether it was NHAI or whether it was HPPL, at this stage it is not clear because nobody took the onus on that.
Women were dragged, beaten and arrested. This is being alleged. A mother was allegedly taken away from her crying child.
ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವರೇ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ದಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು CC ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಪೊಲೀಸರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಜನ ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ.
The police, some masked and without nameplates, acted with excessive force, raising serious questions about their legitimacy.
What has happened is that the government with the port company have said that they are going to survey the land. To survey the land, they can't enter the private residences of the fishermen, which are granted by the government. They are the absolute owners of the property. Now they are trespassing into the houses, measuring the land for the purpose of the road and rail. How can they enter my premises? When the fishermen ask these questions, they have been persecuted quite some time. This time, they have been slapped with the case that they have committed attempt to murder, and under 9 to 12 sections as against them. 34 of them have been arrested and put behind bars in Dharwad jail, and as against 24 people other than them are now shown as absconding accused. Now the fishermen, whoever speaks about their rights will be prosecuted. Anyone. They don't care for men, women or children.
The community feels betrayed. Fisheries Minister Mankal Vaidya, once their advocate, now appears to side with corporate interests. Their pleas for dialogue, for justice have fallen on deaf ears. The proposed port threatens the livelihoods of more than 6,000 families, destroying fishing grounds and displacing hundreds. The promise of development rings hollow when it comes at the cost of environmental devastation and human suffering.
These two villages, Tonk 1 and Tonk 2, are not there in that map. They just don't exist. So there are 1,000 families living there in that area, fishermen, a port, a small village port, and their boats. None of it is existing now. Their livelihood is not existing now in records of the government. Well, they have Aadhaar, they have ration card, they have votes, which the government takes it very conveniently.
Honnavar is a microcosm of a larger struggle. It's a fight against unchecked industrial expansion, against the silencing of marginalized communities. The question remains, will the government listen to the cries of its people, or will it prioritize profit over the preservation of life and livelihood? The world is indeed watching.